All right, welcome back everyone. Old Card Shop here. Just thought I'd do a little mail day opening because I've been hoping to do a little bit more content here for the tube of views. So hopefully you all enjoy this video of me going through some of the things that I've been picking up lately. So we used to do a lot of market talks, but instead I think what we'll do is we'll just open up some of this mail here and talk about the market while we're seeing what I'm buying, because the market's in a very interesting place right now, because not only is Pokemon in a more popular and more booming state than it has been. Ooh, very nice. It's really beat up though. Really beat up Shadowless Gyarados, but I still love it all the same. That's for my personal collection, Shadowless Gyarados there. But the market is in a very interesting spot. Not only did we just come off of the biggest boom in collectibles that we've ever seen in a long time, we also just came into a really big retracement recently. And so it's interesting because a lot of the people who kind of jumped into the hobby, I feel like, who weren't in it because they actually liked Pokemon, they just kind of wanted to make a quick buck, which I get it. Everything's going to the moon. It's just fun to be a part of something like that. Those people seem to be pretty scared right now since that decline has sort of happened, and we've seen a lot of retracements happen. So not everything has gone all the way to the moon. Some things sort of fell short and exploded in orbit. So not necessarily the best thing for people who are trying to make money no matter what. So it was interesting. We saw, nice, all these card-ass cards. Love these cards. It looks like there's 2 cards in each of them, so there's a bunch of goodies in there. Bunch of goodies for sure. The best one was that Flareon. But yeah, we saw a lot of people exit the hobby and started seeing a ton of these prices kind of going down on cards, whereas traditionally you saw them only going up in the last year. So it's a good thing because it's weeding out all of the weaker folks who weren't really supposed to be here in the first place. So if you're here, if you're watching this video, that tells me you're probably pretty serious about collecting, or maybe you just kind of want to follow along with my journey of collecting, because Lord knows I make some interesting moves and you can live vicariously through me. But yeah, this is one of my most recent pickups, by the way, this Blastoise. Gosh, I love that card. It's one of one in the world as far as I know. I don't think there are any other 9 miscut off-center Blastoise Piplup alternate arts out there. So I'm pretty happy with that one. And I have a brother to it as well, which came along. It is the sequential, the number right afterwards, 95 right after. It's the full art version of that same card. That's 2 of my most prized slabs at this point. I like miscuts and off-cut things. I really like those types of things. I should be really using scissors for this, but I like to do things the hard way too. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going into this, but yeah, so coming up on the 25th anniversary here, and Evolving Skies coming out in August, which looks to be one of the strongest sets Pokemon's ever made, especially considering how well EV Heroes did over in Japan. I know how well Evolving Skies is going to do over here in the States. Yeah, this is what I think it is. Yeah, these are going to be cool. I'm pretty confident Pokemon's going to have a nice little year here, so I'm excited for what's to come. Please tell me these are sleeved. Oh, they're not sleeved. Gosh. Yikes. Okay. So, you guys see what these are. These are the very rarest foils. One of the rarest, Topps foils. These are Topps Series 1. See on the back how they have the blue back right there? So that blue top symbol. That's a Topps Series 1 card right there. And these are all foils, so these are really pretty. We're going to have to sleeve these up here. I can't just sit here and let them go unsleeved. These things are too fragile. This guy shipped it all the way from Europe. This guy shipped these things from across the ocean, not in sleeves. He's a savage. Savage man. All right. We're gonna go through these and show them. These are cards that are really near and dear to me. These are things that I actually did not collect when I was younger. I remember seeing these when I was younger and always thinking they were kind of lame, to be honest, because I like the regular Pokemon cards because I actually played them, and so you couldn't play with these in the TCG, so I thought they were the lamest thing ever, because why would someone want a card just to collect it? That was my 8-year-old thought. It's like, why wouldn't you want to play with the card? That's what makes sense to me. And so I never liked these when I was a kid, but I always remember them. So now, so nostalgic to see them again, because now I'm mostly a collector of these things. I like collecting more than I like playing these cards. And these aren't made for playing at all. And this is so Topps made 4 different series, and 5 if you count the Chrome, Topps Chrome series, which has a whole different hollow pattern whatsoever, different altogether. But all the different series of Topps have a different color there. And so the blue is the first edition, and they're the only ones that have no texture on the hollow. So these are like a smooth rainbow hollow, but there's no texture to them, and that's how you can tell they're Series 1. Most people won't tell the difference between the Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4, and Chrome. Most people can tell the difference between Chrome and Series 1 through Series 2, but the different variations of the hollows are what really interest me, and some of these are really hard to find, and these are in mostly good condition. The corners are a little bit dinged because of the way they were shipped, unfortunately. I think those probably are newer dings, but that's why we're putting them right into sleeves real carefully, because these are going to, now that they're in my possession, these will not be damaged anymore. These cards will be loved and cherished now that they're in the hands of a collector. This was somebody I could tell who didn't necessarily know exactly or care about what they had. It was in an auction that I won this, and there were other people bidding on it, and so it went for market price, but the person selling it, I could tell when I asked them questions, they just didn't really necessarily know the difference, because I was asking for Series 3, because this is all Series 1. All these are Series 1 cards. Ooh, here's some big hitters. Raichu. It's asking if he had Series 3, and he's like, I don't know the difference, but I can show you a picture of everything I have. And he just sent me pictures. So, it is more of a niche. It is a niche thing to collect these Topps cards. I think they rose a lot during the pandemic, but then they fell a lot as well. But I'm a huge fan, especially of the Series 1. You know, a lot of people collect Chrome. A lot of people collect the series, the Chrome Series 1 and 2, which have like those textured hollows, which without a doubt have a nicer hollow to them. But there's something about this series that I like more. I don't know why that is, but there's something about this series, the regular first edition blueback, regular non-textured hollows, which were unique to this particular run of cards, that I really like. So, you guys have to let me know what you guys like. I'm sure you probably are a fan of the Topps Chrome. You have to follow me on my Instagram, where I actually post those things. Wow, there's a lot of these in here. I forgot how big this lot was, how big of a lot this was when I got it. Full disclosure, I buy a lot of Topps cards. Topps cards are my favorite. They're some of my favorite things to collect. I consider myself to be somewhat of an expert on Topps cards. I like Series 3 a lot. Ooh, that's a cool one. Oh my gosh, what is this? It's a counterfeit Ditto. That's hilarious. Oh man, and then some interesting like inserts there. Oh look, it's a counterfeit Centiskorch. That's nice of him. He gave me some counterfeit. I don't know what those are. All right. Well, that was an interesting experience right there. Let's move on. We have more to open. Believe it or not, we have more to open, but these will go right here in the top. I love these Topps cards. So some big notables. Got the Ivysaur there, a really nice one. Nidoking, also really nice. Charmeleon, always good to see. The Stoys. Got the old Raichu, Bulba. Like to see it, love to see it. Oh yeah, there we go. Psyduck, love to see it. Nine of Tails, the Tail of Nines. Butterfree, very nice. Some pretty cool stuff up there, though. Pretty cool stuff. Now, I wish he would have shipped them with sleeves, but that's a whole nother story. That's all good. We are going to just smile and be happy that they're now in the home of someone who will take care of them. So we got a lot of other stuff here. Oh, finally. I've been waiting for you for a while. I wanted to make sure it was real because I got this in an auction for super, super low, and I wanted to make sure that it was all real and everything, because, you know, you can never be too sure. When a deal seems too good to be true, there's got to be something there. So let's see, let's take it out and give it a good examine here. I mean, the market has been coming down significantly, so sometimes these auctions are just going for really significantly lower than they should. Wow, that's real as they come, boys and girls, ladies and gents. That's as real as they come. That's a real one right there. Okay. It's a pretty card. Oh, well, okay. Well, that's a nice one then, guys. Charizard and Braixen, folks. We're actually going to use a different sleeve. I don't like the sleeve that it came in. But it's a pretty card right there. So we got this one in an auction, probably in the middle of the night, because what is sleep anyways? Very pretty card. We're going to put you back in your top loader. You know, we're going to actually leave you out of the top loader, and we're going to put you right there because we think we're going to actually put you and send you off to get graded. That might be worth getting graded, that beautiful card there. Moving right along. So next up, let's see what we got in here. We got some slabbies here. Now, the next few months, I think what we're going to see is we're going to see sealed product and Pokemon continuing to do well, but I think what we are going to see is slabs starting to really come down in price. And I think there's combinations of reasons for that. I think what we're going to see is a ton of cards coming back from grading companies as they come back up to full speed. And those cards coming back on the market are going to cause some competition with sellers, and it's going to naturally cause those prices to kind of come down and adjust a little bit from what they were. So I do think that slab prices are going to eventually be, in some cases, underpriced what the raw value of the cards will be. So in some regards, people will pay more for raw cards of worse condition than slab cards of better condition, just because they want the chance of getting a better grade. Now let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. So this is an exciting card for me, guys. Check this out, first of all. Firstly, Skyla. Skyla's Bay. Skyla is definitely Bay. It's like Misty, then Skyla. Maybe Sabrina up there too, but the off center, look at how bad that cut is. Look at the top, and look at the top there. It is horrible, that cut off-centered. So this is like a miscut, but the thing is, Beckett doesn't label things miscut or off-cut. They just lower the grade. So it got a perfect 10 on the edges, a perfect 10 on the surface. It's a perfect surface, and a 9.5 on the corners. This is like a perfect card if it wasn't for that miscut. And so it's got such a crazy shift miscut that this is gonna actually live with my other. So yeah, I have an off-cut Ho-Oh, which I love, my 9 off-cut. And then I also have my off-center Charizard VMAX, which I love. And then look at that beauty, that little guy. He's going to go back up on the shelf, though. He's going to go up on the shelf because Miss Skyla is going to come out here and hang out with us for a little while. She's the new kid. We need to show her some love. All right, new kid on the block. Gotta put you up there on display, let you see the light of day for a bit. Well, that's one of our new pieces that we're pretty excited about. I almost forgot about that Skyla. It's been so long since it's got here. All right, let's see what do we got in this one. But yeah, the market has been in an interesting place, and if you were having cold feet or having thoughts about when you should get in and start collecting, you thought this last year was too explosive, or maybe prices got a little too expensive. I've been saying, I think now is a really good time because we are in for a good year. The hobby's in a great place. There are more people in the hobby now than there ever have been. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Look at that. Another one going to the collection. I'm so happy I did this with you guys live. This is so fun. Look at that Rocket Zapdos, though. Oh, it looks like they got left a little piece of his DNA in there. But yeah, some of the nicest Zapdos artwork that there was. I remember playing this as a kid in my decks. I used to love this card. I love the Rockets cards from the Gym Challenge sets. They were really cool when they came out. I'll put him right up there. But yeah, I love that card right there. Let's see here. How am I gonna get into here? I'm gonna cut you open. Surgery. Just cut you open right here. There's a pull tab, and I probably should have done the pull tab, but we like to do things the opposite way that we're supposed to. That's what we like to do. But yeah, so we're pretty excited with the way things are going right now. I do think that I'm a little bit concerned with the way Magic is going right now. Magic the Gathering, it's just in an interesting place. I think people are very worried about the state of Magic, even though it's really doing well. The new set, Modern Horizons, that they came out with, I want to do an opening video here on the channel because ooh, look at that. Nice. That's a cool one. That's an interesting, nice Miracle Energy, Japanese, cool slabby. But yeah, I want to do a video here about the new Magic sets because I do really like it, and it's an interesting case that like you can open a box of it, and if you sell the singles from your box and just sell the most valuable singles out of it, you'll probably make your money back, and you can buy a whole nother box. It's crazy. So one of those things I want to make a video about. So I'm probably gonna do that soon. There's some more slabs here, more slabbies. Get some more slabbies here. That's right, it is. It looks like a couple more slabbies here, guys. But yeah, really interesting stuff coming down the pipeline here. If you follow us on, ooh, okay, I want to show this one like this. If you follow us on Whatnot, we're gonna have some interesting stuff. Ooh, look at that! That's a beauty. I love that Legendary Collection Persian. Stashing that one away. That's a cool card. It's a really cool card. Ooh, very nice, and also very cool Jolteon. So here's the thing, though. What about this one is cool is that this was an uncommon originally with no hollow pattern, and then the Legendary Collection, they actually upshifted it and gave it the rare and gave it the hollow background, and I think that was really cool. So I've always been a big fan of that, and Vaporeon, Dark Vaporeon is the same way in this set. They gave it a hollow when it just had the non-hollow, which I think is really cool, and actually I have that right here. So same thing, see this Dark Vaporeon, I don't have it graded, but look great in the slab. This is the Legendary Collection, but this is actually from the Team Rocket set, and so this was upshifted because the artwork was so legendary and given it's a hollow, so I love that. And they did the same thing with Persian. Interestingly enough, in Legendary Collection, they didn't do the other dark types, so they didn't do Dark Flareon, and they didn't do Dark Jolteon. They did the Jungle Jolteon and the Jungle Flareon. I don't have the Flareon, I just have the Jolteon. I haven't actually seen the Flareon as much, though. The Flareon does exist, so yeah, interesting, really interesting stuff. Hopefully you guys had some fun here. I know I did, opening this stuff with you guys. Look at that new little piece to our collection. I love off-cut, miscut, perfect cards, and that is a perfect card that the only thing that's wrong with it is it was miscut. I love that, and Skyla is one of my favorites. So, you would laugh if I told you what I paid for this. So we'll keep the comedy for my stand-up career. So we'll hang out with you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming by. Please like, subscribe, follow if you like to follow along with my collection journey. And until the next time, guys, we'll see you next time.